The white supremacists and racists are finally turning on Nick Fuentes, and you won't believe what their final straw was. Lying on black people and saying the N-word is no longer getting Nick Fuentes the attention he wants. Him being an Adolf superfan is no longer getting him the attention he wants. So Nick Fuentes has upped the rage bait. He's now an Epstein apologist. Before the video even gets started, I want to put y'all onto the best money play right now on the internet called Free Cash. These folks is literally paying you to play video games, bro. Like little mini games like this. You hop on your phone, you play them, and you get paid to play it, bro. It's 100% trackable, transparent. You see exactly how much you're making as you play it. If somebody is willing to pay you to play video games, you probably want to play it because you don't know how long it's going to last. Scan my QR code or click the link in my description to download the app and get started.
This whole pedo thing, it's like, is it really? I don't want to be the one that has to say it, but I guess I'm being forced to say it. It's not really pedo, okay?
The fact that y'all choose to come on this internet voluntarily to out yourselves is crazy, but thank you. I know exactly what you are now, Nick. You done outed yourself. Jeffrey Epstein, youngest victim, was 11 years old. He was brought to court by the Virgin Islands for that girl.
They weren't trafficking 5-year-olds. It was like they were technically not legal. Big difference, in my opinion. I know that's a controversial take.
This is cope for Nick Fuentes' own weird feelings and attractions that he has to deal with internally because he knows he can never express it. This is as close he would ever get to really expressing it. The reason why he wants to distinguish between, well, Epstein isn't that bad of a guy because he didn't go as low as 5, but he went as low as 11. And if you think there's a difference between 5 and 11, that's because you share similar feelings as him.
But that's not really the issue there, okay? The issue is not that they were barely legal teens, which is what it is. It's horrendous. It's awful. It's okay, relax. No, the issue is that Epstein is a Jewish spy probably working with Israel. That's the dilemma there. He's working with Israeli intelligence.
Once that clip hit the timeline, all the usual suspects who've been pretty complicit in Nick Fuentes' degeneracy were quick to rush to the timeline to disavow him. Candace Owens, she took to, like the replies to say, Jeffrey Epstein was sent 12-year-old triplet girls from a poor family as a birthday present from his French friend Jean-Luc Brunel. He raped girls as young as 11. That is quite literally prepubescent for most girls. What are we even doing here? What are we doing here? That's been a question we've been asking for years in regards to Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes comes out and says, black folks were better off in Jim Crow. And we say, what are we doing here? Y'all say, man, you too sensitive.
For them too, number one, but number two, who cares? Who cares? Enough with the Jim Crow stuff. Who cares? Oh, to drink out of a different water fountain. Big deal. Oh no, they had to go to a different school. Their water fountain in that famous picture was worse. Who cares? Grow up, drink out of the water fountain. It's water, it's the same. And even if it was bad, who cares? Who cares? It's better. It's better in general. We all agree it was better for them. It's better for us.
The reason that we talk about this, by the way, I know a lot of black people see this and they go, man, why are you always talking about black people, this and that? Because there just needs to be some shame here. Well, there's a few reasons. First, white people are every single bit justified in being racist. Every single bit justified, to the extent that that means going out of your way to avoid black people when you see them.
What are we doing here? Y'all have normalized Nick Fuentes. Y'all have platformed Nick Fuentes. Y'all have given Nick Fuentes a platform to brutalize and assault and victimize people who look like me. And we've been asking for years, what are we doing? What are we doing normalizing somebody who has been open and braggadocious about how his role model and his idol is Adolf the Phil, our student?
It is Heil Hitler Friday.
Hitler was a pedophile and kind of a pagan. It's like, well, he was also really cool. So, time to grow up. We're not children anymore, am I right?
Oh, I'm glad y'all are finally joining us on the Nick Fuentes is a weirdo party. But it's a little too late. You even got Blair White in 2026 criticizing Nicholas Fuentes. Now, Blair White, if you guys don't know, she's also a white supremacist. Now, I'm not going to call Blair White the name I want to call Blair White. If you know, you know, right, what she's tucking down there. I'm not going to call Blair White the name I want to call Blair White. All right? Right? Because I love everybody. But Blair White responded to Nick Fuentes, and she put, the youngest victim was 11, and they found baby massage manuals on the island. Do you think, now here's the thing, now I get where they're coming from. Like, they're trying to, I guess, appeal to Nick Fuentes' human side. He don't have a human side. Nick Fuentes is a literal alien. He's a monster. So they found a massage for babies. Do you not, man, that man don't give a damn about, Nick Fuentes and the Gropers, Nick Fuentes instructed the Gropers to create cool edits on Epstein so they could make Epstein trendy. This is what they do. They were successfully able to make Adolf, the failed art student, trendy and cool. So now they're trying to do the same thing to Epstein under the direction of Nick Fuentes. This is what they do. You are not going to appeal to these people, right, and their human side. These people are not humans. They're literal monsters. Their entire goal on earth is to terrorize and vilify minorities. This is what they do. I've seen a lot of this from like Nick Fuentes supporters, the Gropers, the white supremacists, the radical right. So they essentially is now accusing Nick Fuentes of being like an agent of chaos. So they claim either Nick got caught on tape honeypotted with a kid himself, or he got paid millions by you-know-who. So the logic here is Nick Fuentes is coming out and he's giving these opinions and defending Epstein and others because, A, he's being used as somebody who could tear down their movement, because it's really easy. I don't even have to debate policy with you guys anymore. All I really have to do is pull up your support and endorsement of Nick Fuentes and then play this clip. So they believe when Nick Fuentes is out here supporting Epstein, that Nick Fuentes is doing more harm than good to their movement, and they believe that either Nick Fuentes is being paid to do this, or Nick Fuentes got caught in a compromising situation himself, so now he's out here doing this.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rape per groy, percent $20. Niggas coming at you for the Epstein. Tickle Mount German age of consent is 14. Most of Europe is 16. Are they all too? We've been so feminized we can't even admit 17-year-olds are hot anymore, and even if Trump was cracking 16-year-olds, I would just give him dap and be like, nice, that's awesome.
So, yeah, honestly, first of all, everybody totally took that out of context. No charity either. I never get the benefit of the doubt. You take a 20-second clip, I say something you don't like, and people go, what the fuck, he took the pay. Fuck you. You know what I have to say? Like my president, fuck you. You're fired. Like,
crying about not being given the benefit of the doubt while at the same time endorsing a super chat of yours where the super chatter is explicitly stating they would dap up President Trump if they found out that Trump, who's almost 80 years old, was smashing a 16-year-old. It's crazy. You said so true, so true, so true. You endorsed that. While at the same time asking us to give you the benefit of the doubt and believe that you are not a creep and a pedo yourself, man, say that for the birds, bro. We know what you are, and there's no way you can take this back. I think Nick needs to learn from Milo Yiannopoulos, because Milo was on the same trajectory as Nick Fuentes. It was a while ago, and we often forget, but Milo was the next golden boy in line. And you know what got Milo up out of here, bro? When Milo dropped that audio of him essentially co-signing older gay men having relationship with younger gay men, claiming that the sexual relationship could damn near be a mentorship and help those young men in their development. They got Milo out of here for less. What you said, now what Milo said was nasty and weird, but what you said to me was 20 times worse.
Straight up, if you don't give me the benefit of the doubt, I've been doing this for a million years. I feel like this all the time. It's like we're always walking around on eggshells not to offend the dumbest idiots on the platform. Like Stu Peters. Stu Peters is in the replies. This is gross. Dude, you're a stupid loser. How dare you? You took a break from crashing your ATV drunk, beating the shit out of your wife, scamming all your followers to go and what? Call me gross because I said something you don't like? You don't even understand what I'm saying. You're not smart enough. So I'm done pandering to the dumbest idiots in the room. I'm done. you. I'm shaking you off. All of you dumbasses, I'm shaking you off. I said unpopular things 10 years ago when you were doing whatever you were doing, when you were hitting yourself in the face with a hammer. I'm saying unpopular stuff now. I've always said unpopular heterodox stuff. I care about politics. You don't. For this is just the latest fad. You'll be onto some other thing in 3 years. So I don't need all that. But what I said and the point that I'm making about Epstein, people are getting caught up in the sensationalism of. And I said this last year when the story broke. I said the exact same thing. I said, yes, they are sex crimes. Obviously, it is human trafficking. Obviously, according to the law, it is statutory. But it is in the service of a blackmail ring for intelligence. It is important not to lose sight of that. And this is a category error. People say you're a pedo protector, but Trump is not protecting because they're pedos. He's protecting sex criminals because they are a part of a subversive intelligence network. That's the point.
You see how you could have said that without saying from out of your lips, is it really pedo? Cough. I mean, he's only smashing 11-year-olds. They're like barely legal anyway. You see how you could have said that without saying the extra that made you look like a creep? That's what makes me think, no, no, that clip, your point and what you're trying to get at is Epstein is not a pedo. And Epstein didn't violate certain groups of women, in which he did. All right. But you look at 11-year-olds as grown women. We look at 11-year-olds as children.
And I said that in July, and I said that when there was more urgency for the files to be released in the fall. I said, let's not get too hung up on the sensational details of the actual sex crime, because this is not just about somebody was trafficking girls somewhere. That's not the story. The story is someone was trafficking girls to acquire blackmail to sell to Israel. That is the point. And that is what I said last night. I said, for someone to make it all about, I said, it's kind of just like, it's not really true, because again, it does get away from what's happening there. It is not satanic occult stuff. It is really run-of-the-mill prostitution and sex trafficking, but for a international political purpose. And it's important not to lose sight of that. I saw Marjorie Greene say this is about female victims. It's actually not about female victims. It's about the integrity of our government. You understand the difference? It's not to say we're not sympathetic. It's not to say that it's not criminal. It's not to say that it's good. I'm not defending it.
Any minimalizing of what happened is a defense. If I go into a Walmart and I fire my pistol and I murder 4 or 5 people, and then somebody does a live stream, I mean, it's not really a mass shooting. It don't really count as a mass shooting. I mean, it was only 4 people that he murdered. I mean, we've seen worse. That's a defense, right? Your attempt to minimize what I did is a defense. That's what you did. You strategically went out of your way to label Epstein being involved with 11-year-olds as not pedo activities as a defense of Epstein. That's what you did. You can't run from it, bro. Everybody's seen it, right? Nick Fuentes used to say he's too good to defend himself and speak up for himself, but he ran to that computer. He ran to that desk to clarify this up, huh? These dudes are sick and they're weirdos, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? What do y'all think of Nick Fuentes' comments? And if you're still watching this video and want to watch another good video, then click on this video right here to find out how the Keith Lee and Mr. Terrorism drama just got worse. If you enjoy these videos and I want to support, send a hype to this video. It's how you push it in the algorithm for me. So if you can afford it, please send a hype. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.